Are you kidding? You stole my life and then you tell me what I need to do all the time, like a, you know, bully boss. You need to do this, you need to do that. That about sums it up of a point I was trying to make yesterday when I was doing a posthumous tribute to my mom, if you will, in one of my videos about Mother's Day. My mom passed away in July of 2020, the second to the last day, so I think that's July 30th. I think July has 31 days. White Dodge Ram, which was apropos because if you've been rammed in life and the people who ram you keep trying to boss you around after they already rammed you to death, it's like that. These are people who have no remorse whatsoever. So anyway, yesterday I was wishing my mom, a lot of people, happy Mother's Day, even women without children, because often women without children carry a different burden, if you will, in life, and often go very unrecognized, while while recognizing other people for, being moms or what have you. So anyway, we need a special day for women without children. And I'm wondering why society won't do that. Do I want to go straight or do I want to go? Anyway, so that's a little recap of yesterday. And extra sleepy today. I've had a string of overnights, so I'm kind of half celebrating the wrap up of those overnights while someone went away for probably Mother's Day. Anyway, on this way here, I am on 16th Street going south after walking east on Sansom, which runs behind or alongside my building. So Starbucks here. 16th I attribute to the government because of the White House being on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So this whole block has 16s, but there's 1600 over there. P is in Mary, P is in Paul, M is in Mary, C, property group. So I would assume they're affiliated with the government just because the number is 1600. That makes sense because there's a brand new building on the Riverwalk, which you can see in my video from last night. And at the top it says PM as in Mary C, as opposed to PNC, the bank, PN as in Nancy C. But if you were to say it and hear it but not see the word written out or those letters written out, you would wonder if someone were saying PMC or PNC. And can you tell the difference if people say it fast enough? PMC or PNC? PMC or PMC? Can you tell the difference? We had to fix it. So that guy's been hanging out there for a contracting job and we had to sneak up on him coming the other way today because we got tired of whatever's going on. So anyway, speaking of scrubs, I don't do no scrub. What's that old song? No scrubs for me. That's an old song. I have no idea. We just passed a store. It's Figs. It's called Figs. And it's about scrubs, like hospital scrubs or medical industry scrubs. And I have no idea why it's called Figs other than FI, like Wi-Fi, and then GS. And if you were to abbreviate or give an acronym to gang stalking, it would be GS. So how many people who are part of orchestrated stalking or harassment, or dare I say gang stalking, or abbreviated GS, are booming with Wi-Fi, are on the airwaves a little too much? And that would explain how they figured out where you were. And you spent 15 years being told, oh, no, you must be crazy. No, not everybody's against you. Unless they are brought in and they know they can find you at the supermarket. Even if you have a different schedule every day. So how are their brains operated? They're like, I will change up my schedule every day, or go different routes, just like they say in Domestic Violence 101 for women. Take a different route every day. If you have an old, ex-boyfriend, stalker, or what have you, they will get messed up. They can't figure out which way you're going, what hour, this, that. If you can change your hours, great. Of course, if you have a normal job, you really can't do that, but you could at least change your routes or go to different grocery stores or what have you. So even if you were to do that in the FIGS world, Wi-Fi, fidelity, high fidelity, hi-fi world of orchestrated harassment and stalking, it wouldn't matter, because the people who are, and there could be a lot of people who are used to being around a lot of equipment in, say, hospital or medical industries, and the Wi-Fi could direct them in the right or wrong place depending on which perspective you take. Now, if you're an actual stalker, you would be, it's wrong. I don't know what else to say. And anyway, what if a whole test population got to enjoy 30-ish years of thinking they're important because they find a targeted person all the time? Oh my God, I found her again. Or their brains can manipulate finding someone into believing that, instead of it being coincidence, it's hard to explain. Some people would feel totally important, like, oh, I must have special powers. When the reality is, no. It's either a coincidence that you keep running into the same person all the time, or you were part of a test population to see what people would think. You're actually owned, maybe, get this, here's a comedic theory, by like a communist government. Oh, that's how they do that. That's how they group people together, but in order to keep them believing that they're important, they just keep, anyway, it's hard to explain. But some people feel important while other people would feel oppressed. Like, that's odd. So anyway, we're blurring a little bit here with who are the actual stalkers versus who are the actual targets of a certain type of stalking. So, but point being, FIGS, what does FIGS mean?